Hello everyone, how are we doing today? My name's Kino, and today we are doing the Kino. Yay! I've noticed a pattern within myself, right? I start off wanting to make a video about something, and then the end result's coming like completely different. This is one of those times. And it took so long to make this video because I was just like, man, they're gonna hate this. They're gonna look at this and they're gonna be like, man, you should have stuck with your original topic. But no. See, I swear this is gonna be worth it, okay? So, as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title, this was meant to be a commentary on oshikatsu and how common it's becoming. But, I want to talk about something different. If you've been here for some time, or you just watched the last video, something's gotta be clear to you. And that is that I am mentally ill. Like, very mentally ill. Don't worry, this time I'm not talking about how people bastardize mental illness and how much it pisses me off, even though it does. Like, to no extent it does. Now I made myself mad. No, I'm still gonna be talking about oshikatsu and how you've done it. But I'm also gonna talk about what that means for you as an individual, because as an individual, you do oshikatsu, right? But what does that mean per se? What does that say about you as a person? And in the past, I did make a video about parasociality and how these layers to these things, and how people get a little crazy about their favorite content creators. But I didn't talk enough about how much parasociality has technically helped people, although at the same time it could also hurt both yourself and others. Hold on though, before I get started, let me tell you about my Discord server. There's lots of people, and it's nice if you ignore the Rupert worship. It's not the most active, so you don't have to worry about too many pings, but maybe one day, right? Maybe one day. You don't have to join, it's just there if you want to. Anyway, self-promo over, we are gonna get back into the topic. So what is oshikatsu, and how have you, yes you, done it? Basically, oshi means someone one supports, and katsu means activity. Simply put, that's an activity done for someone you support. Easy. This includes drawing fan arts, writing fanfiction, making ita bags, anything like that. You can even just spread the word about your favorites, and that would also be oshikatsu. And if you relate to any of that, congrats! You're one of us. Join us. You're part of the club. The thing is, oshikatsu is inherently parasocial. Maybe not in the most serious sense, but there's a sense of connection between creator and fan. I spoke about it with one of my, not friends, someone I look up to, let's say that. As parasocial as it is mutually beneficial. Neither you or them are obligated to be doing anything, but you're doing it out of a mutual love. Now, I'm not saying that the stripper loves you. I cannot say for certain that's what's going on. But you're doing it out of love for something, and you're doing it out of appreciation for that love. At least for me, and in our situation, it felt like neither of us were doing enough on either of our ends. The creator feels like they don't deserve all the love they're getting, and the fan feels like they're not doing the fan good enough. That's not proper grammar, I'm sorry. The more I think about it though, it just seems like loving is easy, and that's why it's so common to do. That sounds obvious on paper, right? But sometimes you just forget how easy it is to find. Look around you, right? Oshikatsu, as a concept, as familiar as it sounds to you, it probably sounds familiar to other people as well. Because it is familiar. We do it without realizing it. And you do it for all sorts of things and all sorts of people, like streamers, fictional characters, celebrities, pretty much anything. Now I want to talk about what it's like when that oshi, or that person you support, is a fictional character. Because as I briefly mentioned, that is a thing. You can have a fictional character as your oshi in many different ways. The way I want to talk about though is Yumi shipping, where you ship yourself with a fictional character. Also known as self-shipping, but they're used interchangeably. I don't know why, I think it's one term is more think Japan, and people just like it more for that reason, but I don't know, I digress. You've either done this yourself or you haven't, I don't know, but you've probably had crushes on fictional characters, right? Regardless, it's generally harmless, if it's not hurting anyone, who cares? It's done for a variety of characters. Hell, I've seen a Bam Bam Yumi shipper, so the possibilities really are endless. And that's right, I mean the red guy. I saw the red guy get Yumi shipped. It's so interesting, right? To see the types of bonds people can create with it. It's essentially a concept, right? Essentially the idea of a person. Whether it's pixels, or just a plain concept, simple thoughts, from a book. These people aren't real, yet people get so attached to them. However, as nice as it is to do, there can be downsides, right? I remember talking to a friend about their fictional oshi, not someone that Yumi shipped with, just their fictional oshi. And they felt like they built their entire brand off of this guy, right? Struggled with the concept of someone loving the character more or suddenly losing interest. And I related to that, because as a year or two ago, I was in a similar position. created a whole shrine and such out of this guy. You would not believe it. And then when he started getting popular, he became increasingly insecure because, like, yeah, that's a thing. Unfortunately, as much as you love to spread love and it's all there's always a downside. And the downside in this case is that oshikatsu is inherently competitive. And it shouldn't be, of course. We should be working together towards a mutual goal of spreading love. But we can't, like, control other people, and so that may not always be possible. So it's a complicated topic. But you try anyway, and that's part of the fun of it, I feel. Even I get competitive at times, and that's like a huge character flaw within me, and I'm working on that, but it's not as rare as you think it is, and that's probably why it's something that most fandoms fall to so often. Personally, parasociality has helped me through the loneliest times of my life, specifically growing up. As you all know, well, you don't know, but I'm telling you now, I grew up autistic, I was heavily bullied, you've heard it all before. Having people I pretended to be close to did wonders for my social life. I mean, like, I technically wasn't being social, but I did make friends in the aspect that I met people with similar oshis, so I guess it kind of counts? I don't know. Unfortunately, the story doesn't have a happy ending, so I won't get too much into it, but it was nice while it lasted. Nowadays, I have a new oshi. Say hi to Oni if you see him from me, okay? That's right, this video is just one huge excuse for me to do oshikatsu. And I'm drawing him right now, and that is him. I'm kind of worried to attach this video to a real person, but I guess that's something to be said about trust. You trust your oshis to prove you right, that they're worth your time. If not, that's life, but it's the fact that you trust them that matters. I mean, hey, as of writing the script, I got commissioned art of the guy. I love commissioning artists, it's just like pure unadulterated joy whenever I do. You should do so if you're able to, or maybe do art trades if you're artistic yourself. It's been nice in this fandom, sometimes I worry I'm doing too much, but that's kind of my point with this video, isn't it? Too much, too little, all efforts matter. The point of oshikatsu is to do it out of love, not to reach some certain quota, and definitely not to compete. You're simply loving. That's a hobby, loving. Throughout my life, I've been doing lots of things, and I've been learning many things from it. That sounds so obvious, but like, I'm talking about oshikatsu in general, because like, sometimes I do too much, sometimes I do too little, and that kind of like messes with my head, but moderation, right? So, my thoughts on oshikatsu. Simply put, everyone's done whether they realize it or not. Prove me wrong, you can't. You've done it, I've done it, and you probably realize, like, as you clicked on this video that you've done it. So, is there anyone in this room who also has done oshikatsu? That's not how the quote goes, I'm sorry. There's a lot of love in all of our hearts, whether we realize it or not, and we all want to share it with the world. Still, as fun and common as it is, it can quickly go downhill if not managed correctly. Therefore, it's best to do it in moderation, like any good thing. And although it is inherently parasocial, it can be a mutually beneficial thing, as long as you're like making sure not to compete and like hurt others and you're like hurt yourself. Just stay safe as you do it and you should be fine. And therefore, I think it's awesome. So yes, go out, be whimsical, oshikatsu your heart out. And guess what? You should have fun. I think you should have fun. Thanks for listening to me in the app, guys, and I'll see you all later. This has been Kino, and we've been talking about oshikatsu, and that's it. Goodbye.